8 ways the universe sends you messages. Silent mail. The universe is constantly communicating with us. Every human being and every atom, every cell in our body, and every natural phenomenon generate vibrations 24 hours a day. As everything in this cosmos that surrounds us is connected, we are practically in constant contact with each other. But life sometimes prevents us from recognizing the connections. We're caught up in our everyday lives and rush back and forth between appointments and obligations. It can happen that an important urgent message from the very top doesn't actually reach the intended recipients. Then the universe resorts to more obvious means to inform us of its intentions. As it is omnipotent, infinite, and omniscient, it has countless ways of delivering messages to us. We would like to introduce you to the 8 most popular ones here. Number 1. Pain and other physical symptoms. If you don't want to hear, you have to feel. The universe exploits this fact quite mercilessly. Headaches, tension, or sudden attacks of pain, such as those associated with lumbago or a pulled muscle, are like a warning shot from above. If we ignore these minor mishaps, and perhaps even allow them to accumulate, much clearer signals such as illnesses or accidents will soon follow. Number 2. Interesting natural phenomena appear. Dancing leaves in the wind that make a special effort to catch our attention. Birds, butterflies, or the sudden appearance of clouds or gusts of wind. The sky is the limit here. While popular belief has long held that ravens, black cats, white feathers, or dead animals are messages from above, we first have to give these phenomena another chance. If you walk attentively through nature, you'll soon discover 1 or 2 signs that the universe is sending you. Number 3. Dreams. They are the perfect host for all the messages that our mind would rather not acknowledge. During the day, it manages to block out and shield everything from our consciousness that it can't deal with. Messages from the universe often defy logic. They appeal to our feelings and, above all, to our intuition. However, the barriers of the intellect have a break during sleep and allow all messages to penetrate us unhindered. If we constantly see the same images in our dreams or wake up with a strange feeling in the pit of our stomach, the universe is demanding our attention. Number 4. Flashes of inspiration strike you. There are not many moments that feel better and more beautiful than a spontaneous idea that may even be the long-awaited solution to a problem. Such brilliant ideas often strike us in the strangest situations. We're usually preoccupied with completely banal things, and our minds are pleasantly empty. This in turn makes it easier for messages from higher up to break through its logical censorship. Spontaneous ideas are such clear signs because we can feel with all our senses that this inspiration is the path to our goal. Endless pondering and lengthy weighing of pros and cons could never achieve the same convincing effect. Number 5. The message of music is universal. Certain songs or pieces of music follow us throughout our lives. That's why we always notice them when important things are happening in our everyday lives. Anyone waiting for acoustic signals from on high should let their ears search for this one song. Music is an elegant, internationally understandable, and very clear means of conveying messages to the right recipient. For many people, it's just background noise or a nice distraction. But the one person who's supposed to receive this message from the universe will be able to reliably recognize it as such. Incidentally, the song doesn't even have to be played on the radio or live. Sometimes these notes just come to us of their own accord, and we find ourselves humming or singing them to ourselves, completely absorbed in the moment. Number 6. Favorable coincidences accumulate. When chains of events appear that seem to have nothing to do with each other, but nevertheless appear to have a connection at the end of the day, we speak of synchronicity. We recognize it when the coincidences either accumulate or are of such great significance for our current life situation that we can't help but suspect the move of higher powers behind it. Synchronicity is one of the most powerful communication media in the universe. Even if we find it difficult to believe in a higher power, fate, or destiny, we can't ignore the coincidence of favorable opportunities and unique chances. Number 7. Pay attention to angel numbers and master numbers. There's a neutral link between the spiritual world and the entirely rational one. Its name is numerology. often also called number mysticism. Of particular importance here are the three master numbers, 11, 22, and 33, as well as the angel numbers, which form groups of 3 or 4 of the same number. They rarely occur in real life, and therefore deserve special attention. So if you see these number combinations again and again, or if they just cross your field of vision when it comes to making an important decision, trust that these number games contain a message. Number 8. It speaks to us through a person. We probably need to familiarize ourselves with this idea a little first. But why shouldn't the universe choose the shortest and most obvious way to make contact? According to the comprehensive Buddhist teachings, every person we meet in life is a teacher for us. There are the caring protectors, the well-meaning mentors, the lovers, and the companions. However, these friendly ones are inevitably joined by the odd villain. The spiritual world speaks of the destroyers, who really and truly have only one task in our lives, to raze everything to the ground. Keep this realization in mind whenever your fellow human beings throw unpleasant things at you and confront you with unpleasant truths. What at first glance sounds like sheer malice or envy may actually be a message from the Great Spirit, who is sending you such a clear message. This cosmic message service is probably used much more often than we realize. Not all stupid people say stupid things. Not all aggressors want to offend and unsettle us for no reason. Unpleasant truths in particular can be brought to us from the top. The middle men and women are often contemporaries who we don't like anyway, just like the content of these supernatural messages. Listen to your gut feeling when people talk to you. Some words that don't seem important to us at first often keep us busy for days and keep us awake at night. At the latest then, you should try to see them in a larger context. Your shipment is being delivered. It requires attention and, of course, a minimum of spiritual grounding to recognize messages from the universe. By the way, we can't miss them. The universal law of repetition stipulates that we are confronted with our lessons until we've understood them. In any case, it's worth keeping a watchful eye. The same applies to the universe. We cannot not communicate.